Okay, so as you can see, we actually have one blade. You can't even really tell where the patch was anymore, but it actually was this strip right here. Now we're actually going to put this piece on this side, so you're going to want to first take off the annoying sticker, and then you want to try to make this as close to opposite of this blade as possible. So find out wherever the exact opposite of that blade is, and just stick it on as best as possible. Make sure that, once again, that the foam is straight, because if it is not straight, it will show up in the final product. So you might have to unstick it a few times if you have the sticky tape or the sticky foam. If you don't have the sticky foam, then just duct tape it into place once you get it in place. And stick that on there. Take a look at it and see if it's even. And if it is, you want to duct tape up at both ends again to keep it in place, and then just do every other until you reach to the middle with duct tape. Okay, well, as you can see, it's starting to now take the shape of a sword. We have two blades. The blades are the striking surfaces, as you can see. You'll hit people with this side or this side. It's two layers of foam. That's the safe side. This side is not the blade, obviously. That's why the bladed side is wider than the non-bladed side. What we're going to do now is actually cover the entire length of this in foam until you can't see any more duct tape. So the best way to do that, and this is a long process, is to just take small strips of tape, and there's many different methods of doing it. The method that I choose to use is start right in the bend or curve, kind of where it makes that U shape right in the middle of the U, and just take it and ever so gently just smooth out the tape. I'm going to smooth it out so there are no air bubbles. The less air bubbles you have, the longer the life of the sword, and also the more like a sword it's going to look. If you have a whole bunch of air bubbles, it'll just look like crap. Sometimes pieces of hair and things get caught in it, it's just whatever it is, try to smooth out the air bubbles as much as possible and give it that smooth look. You're just going to take lengths of tape long enough that you can handle, nothing too long, because the longer the tape is, the harder it's going to be for you to control the air bubbles. So take just a length of tape. You want to cut it, you don't want to rip it, because you don't want those little frayed edges. And just try to overlap the tape to each other, just right on the ends. Very gently. Just smooth out the tape. Keep it very firm. And you can do this all the way up the length, on the sides, and on the back, until you can't see any more gray foam. So what we've done is we've actually started making a tip. I cut a chunk about this thick. This actually came off of it. I put it on here on the end. Size up how much need to be cut it off. Took it off. And I took the scissors and actually just nibbled at the foam so I can get it into kind of like a cone shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to fit on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to duct tape it on here and actually make a tip for it. The tip, we use open cell foam because the open cell foam tip is actually pretty squishy. We just get chunks of open cell foam, just squish them down. They squish down, so if somebody pokes you, it's squished down and doesn't hurt. So I'm actually going to do that now, and you'll see the end result of that. So this is the tip. As you see, it squishes down so that no one gets hurt. It's about that much room off of the pipe itself. This is the basics for it. To finish it out, what I recommend doing is getting electrical tape. It's cheaper to buy at Lowe's than it is at Walmart or anything else. Actually wrapping this portion of PVC pipe in the electrical tape, it'll give you a nice rubbery grip. The next thing you're going to do is actually take a little segment of the foam itself, a small segment. You're going to want to put it down here, give yourself a nice little pommel. Take off the little sticky portion, of course, as we always do. Stick it right on there. And then you want to take another extra piece of foam, cut it here, and then cut it again here, so it'll fit on, just kind of like you did with the patch for the other one. And then if you have any other little scrap pieces like this, just kind of push them down in the hole. That'll make sure no one gets hurt from the other end. You take your duct tape. It's currently covered in open cell foam. Wipe that off first. Take it. Secure it. Wrap it around. And there you have the basic one-hander. You can make little designs on it to, give it a little bit of uniqueness. If you desire, you can put a hilt on it. Not necessary, not something that has to be done. This weapon here is usable as it is, safe, even without the electrical tape, even without the hilt. The best thing to do is if you didn't understand any of it, go to a forging session where people can supervise you, things like that. We're not responsible for any wasted materials because we do have the power to say that a weapon is unsafe for use. So if you can't make this, if you don't understand, if you have any questions, the best thing to do is wait till a forging session. They will be on the website, scheduled. We'll be able to build, show you more advanced techniques, things like that. Like I said, we aren't responsible for any materials you might waste. All in all, it costs about $7, $8 to make all this, depending on where you buy your materials. I can get a sword done for about $7 or $8. You actually have extra PVC pipe once you cut this to the 4 foot 3 inches. Probably have another one-hander about this size. This is a safe weapon. You can do all the designs on it you want. Paint, duct tape, electrical tape, hilt, things like that. Don't go crazy. Don't add anything. Don't subtract anything. Keep it about the same way we did it here, and the weapon will be declared safe and ready for use. Thank you.